Ben. I know that you've been waiting for a response. I know that you've been patient. Well, let me start off by saying that no matter what, you should know that I always give credit when credit is due. Sometimes there's a difference of opinion, there's a difference of perspective, and maybe that's the reason why I don't give a lot of credit. But I will give it when the time comes, and I have to give you credit on putting a lot of things out there and making me think. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? You know, things were good back in the day. We were on top of the mountain. It was like a family in Lethal Injection. And we were like brothers. But you see, then things changed. Now, whether you want to admit it to yourself or admit it to everyone else, I'm going to always believe that you lost something, that you lost your edge. And at the time, the doc and I, we had to make a decision. And believe me, it was a painful decision. So we chose to part ways. Now I'm sure we'll never agree on how things went down. We'll probably never come to an understanding on it. But we felt that we did what we had to do. You talk about us being like brothers. Well, that can be a blessing, but it can also be a burden. You see, it's great to have someone that you can count on, that you can travel down the road with, share stories, train with, share the good times, struggle through the bad times. But there's a flip side to all that. The problems and the burdens of another person, they become your problems and they become your burdens. You see, Ben, you should know, in this business, you may only have a very small window of opportunity to make your mark, to be on top of the mountain, to take advantage of opportunities, and to be the best. You see, the doc and I, we have one singular focus, and that is to be the very best and take advantage of our opportunities when we have our chance. So when you were going through your struggles, when you were conflicted and you were having trouble, we didn't want the burden. We didn't want to struggle through and wonder what was going to happen. That's just not what we needed. It's just not what we wanted. So we cut you loose. And yeah, maybe that makes us really bad guys. But we felt it had to be done. Our focus didn't match up anymore. And we felt compelled to send a message. But the past is the past. You're right that there's no need to drag it all back up, argue back and forth, make excuses, rationalizations on everything. It is about the here and now. you want a match with me? You want to tear the roof off, bring the house down, and try to maybe get back the respect that we once had for each other? Well, I have no problem with that, Ben. But I'll tell you one thing. When we do meet in that ring, it will not be for my DWI World Championship. You see, another thing you should know, Ben, when you bring in the money, the fame, the power, girls, championships, things do change. The focus changes. There's that outside element that, as much as you don't want it to affect things, it does. So if you want to have this match that we're talking about, if you want to see the best of me, and you want it to be pure, then you just have to agree, and you have to realize that it cannot be with my title on the line. So under those circumstances, Ben, I do accept your challenge. And I'll look forward to us meeting in the ring. And you'll find out, Ben, why I'm one of the best in the world. And I guess I'm going to get my chance to find out whether you've really got your edge back or not. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.